Hey everybody, my name is Francisco Martinez, born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, and I'm actually doing my video for the article that we just read. Have things changed since 2001? Definitely. Things have definitely changed within the past 10 years, if not 5 years before then. You could see it everywhere that we see, from the smallest smartphone to even the laptops that we use today. Even where we get our information. I don't think anybody expected Facebook to be as big as it is right now. As far as what we should call the new students of today, I'm going to explain that a little later, mostly because we need to start back at where all of our technology really kind of jump started. Everybody assumes that it was pretty much in the 90s or around the late 90s to early 2000s. Some people may even say it was part of the 80s, when really it's been a big boom since almost the late 60s. A lot of people actually started, not a lot of people, but some people started owning computers. And while these computers would just hold information, it was still pretty powerful stuff compared to what they had years and years earlier. Things like the PC and the Macs that eventually came out would become huge in most households. And now that we see things today, it seems like things have only just gotten easier, better than we've ever seen. Like, we would have never expected this. Tech is definitely growing in such a way that it's just faster than we ever expected. Look at the MacBooks that we're using right now, and these MacBooks that we have are practically obsolete because they don't have the ones that have the Retina screen, which is crazy. And yet these MacBooks are just as good. PCs are just as good too, and now they're switching it up to make the PCs look like tablets. Look at the Surface, and that's a Windows 8 device. Another good thing to really look at is, well, as a gamer that I am, we need to see the change in gaming. Um, we started off in like practically in the late 70s, where gaming just became a little bit more better with like different, with Pong, and then later on the Atari systems that started to come out and stuff like that. With the 80s, it came the Nintendo system, and graphics just got a little better, little by little. Then as the years go by, we realized that things were only just getting even more advanced. One of the perfect examples of that is the Console War of 2001, which they like to call the Console War. Um, 2001, they released three major consoles, which was PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube. And 5 years later, they released the next generation, which is what we see now, which is the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and the Wii. And all that technology just changed the way we see things as far as entertainment goes. We now have online services, and we can literally be playing with somebody from across the globe. It's incredible what we can see. The digital age, especially being that I am a gamer, um, as also somebody that has a film degree, I tend to use my skills to be as creative as possible. And sometimes, when I have my own free time or when I'm bored or something, I tend to just like make little videos and stuff that involves different games. And the reason why I bring that up is just before they used to cut the actual film. Now we just have it as data, and we go on programs and we edit it on there, because there is a digital download of different editing softwares on the iPad, and it's I was hoping for that. That was something I was really hoping for, and it was one of the reasons why I really wanted an iPad, and I finally got one, and I was able to use iMovie, which I think is okay compared to other um, editing programs that I've actually used. Tablets replacing laptops now after doing something like that. I mean, people may not think that way, but you can literally have a really powerful tablet and make some of the most incredible things on there. And I just made little videos, and I think they came out pretty damn good. As far as me being a digital native or a digital immigrant, everybody is saying that there is a gray area. I don't see a gray area. The only reason why I don't see a gray area is because many of us are already or at least were already born when technology has started to grow to a much more advanced state. The Windows system come in around the early to late 90s, and I've actually experienced that when I was about maybe 6 or 7 years old. So I can honestly say that I am a digital native. I was born within that era where technology started to grow, and I've adapted to it since then. As far as a digital immigrant goes, I would definitely say it's my father, because he tends to not really know how to go into that. And I don't think it's that he's scared, it's just that it's the patience part of it. It's not really easy for somebody to actually just jump into technology when all they know is like books, newspapers, and they've grown up with that. It's just like going from the cassette players that we used to play back in the day, which I most certainly remember, to CDs, to digital downloads. It's funny how within a matter of years, CDs became almost completely obsolete, and everybody's on iTunes or Amazon just buying songs on there, buying movies on there, and it's just something that is just so incredible. So to go back to the other question, what should we call new students of today? I think we should just keep the name. They are digital natives. Let's face it. There's nothing really completely new about it. They've grown into this digital age just like I have, and if anything, they've just adapted quicker because they're completely surrounded by it. I wasn't completely surrounded by it, but the essence was there. It's not like it wasn't there. We are all in a digital age. We can't stop it at all. It's gonna keep going, and it's only gonna get better. Um, all I can say is, as far as those that are still trying, those digital immigrants that are actually still trying, I think it's possible. It's like I said, it's all about the patience. And if you don't have the patience, then you're not really gonna wanna do anything about it. You're just gonna sit back and just let the world just fly over you no matter what. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on this article. That's my thoughts on the digital world that we see. And thank you for listening.